Today I'm going to be sharing with y'all how I set up my permanent jewelry welder. To me, this was one of the most intimidating parts when getting started. I received my welder and I was so excited. But I opened up that manual to words like electrode and regulator, and I knew I was out of my comfort zone. It's okay to feel a little uncomfortable. That's what I'm here for. Let's go over how to set up this permanent jewelry welder. I have a Sunstone Orion, and if you have a different one, most of the setups are pretty similar. You may just have to hook them up in different areas, but I do have my Sunstone and it has its little pin. I know that I'm gonna need a power source. So here is my power source. And then I know that I need my electrode. So when you take this off, you have your pin opens up and you're gonna put your electrode in here. So you don't travel with your electrode in it because you can stab somebody and that would really hurt. So you carry them separate. You'll go ahead and get it prepped in there. Before I put my electrodes up, I always sharpen them. But when you first get your welder, you will need to sharpen your electrode. And you're gonna put it in. I'll actually probably shorten it, but for now that's good. So we're gonna stick that in. So the welder is pretty much ready at this point. If you're somebody who doesn't use argon, your setup is not too serious, but I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend looking into argon. Let's have a little chat about our girlfriend argon here. One, when you go to order, you need to realize the size and how heavy these are. Most of them you're gonna find are going to be ginormous, and girl, let me tell you, they weigh a lot. This one actually weighs quite a bit. When you're thinking of the aspect of you're gonna have to be traveling with this, you may have to go up the stairs, you may have to go downhill across the bridge, you know, like you need to think about things like that. You're gonna need to attach your regulator to your argon. So it just screws right in, but you will need a wrench. Here's a wrench. You're gonna wanna open it up, slide it in where it needs to go, and then tighten it. In case your daddy never taught you, you need to tighten it and then push to make sure, as my whole table comes down. Okay, so now that we have our argon with our regulator, we need to attach our hose to our welder. So we got our hose here, and you are always going to want to double check this. So you're going to want to push this in and then pull and make sure it does not come back out. The worst thing is when you don't do the pull test and you go a whole event, and when you get done, you're going, why is my argon so stinking low? And it happened to be your cord wasn't on and all your argon is gone. Now you can put your argon to the side. You've got your welder. You can go ahead and plug it in. So you're pretty much there at this point. Your welder is gonna turn on. Let's get her plugged in. But there are a few more steps you need before you're going to be able to actually weld. So we're going to turn her on. Okay, so your electrode, you need to make sure that it is down a little bit more. So we do it like this. That's how I was always taught. You also need your grounding pliers. To be able to test your welder, you're going to need your grounding pliers and, of course, a pair of pliers and a jump ring. So we're going to go ahead and pull this jump ring out. You're going to need to line your jump ring up. Put your welding glasses on. I set mine to a 6. Turn it on. We are going to find our seam. And she will. I hope that this video makes it a little less intimidating to open your welder and get started. It's time to start sparking.